Developing at 5, music mogul Sean Diddy Combs.
Now, to the latest on the arrest of Sean Diddy.
She's a former makeup artist for Diddy and also Cassie Ventura.
Tonight, the first public statement from music mogul Sean Diddy Combs.
Diddy is in trouble, and there's so much going on. We've got celebrities, juicy details, and drama so intense, it's practically a Hollywood movie. From old friends to new beef, you'll want to stick around till the end because there's a lot to unpack. Let's get started. Number 1, 120 lawsuits, Diddy in legal trouble. So here's where it all starts. Recently, Puff Daddy, also known as Sean Combs, found himself in the middle of a legal storm. I know, it's not the first time a celeb has faced legal issues, but this one has the whole industry buzzing. P. Diddy is currently facing significant legal trouble, with 120 individuals accusing him of sexual misconduct that spans over 25 years. These say that the victims were drugged at parties and coerced into sexual acts under false pretenses of career advancement. An attorney representing the accusers has indicated that lawsuits, primarily in New York and Los Angeles, are likely to be filed soon.
He's seen in this video entering the Park Hyatt Hotel in Midtown Manhattan with others when agents from Homeland Security Investigations approach and separate him.
Diddy is presently in custody after pleading not guilty to serious federal charges, including sex trafficking and racketeering. His legal team has strongly denied the allegation, calling them part of a chaotic media narrative. A former employee filed the case claiming that Diddy engaged in inappropriate behavior, creating a toxic work environment. The lawsuit includes accusations of harassment, power abuse, and more, going back years. And if that wasn't enough, there are rumors that this case might open up a Pandora's box of other claims, as more people have reportedly come forward with similar allegations. While everyone thought he was living his best life, jet-setting and throwing lavish parties, it seems things were clearly boiling under the surface. The details are disturbing to say the least, and it sparked a massive debate across social media about accountability, power dynamics, and the darker side of the music industry.
Like and subscribe right now, and you'll have amazing luck for the rest of the week.
Agnifilo complained about government leaks to the media. The result was a mutual gag order.
Fans, critics, and fellow celebrities all have been reacting. And trust me, the celebs who got dragged into this made it all the more intriguing. Cue the gasp. Number 2, the name dropping begins, Kim Kardashian. That's right. One of the first names that came up in this chaos was none other than Kim Kardashian. Now, before you get all worked up, it wasn't directly about her, but sources claim that she and Diddy were seen at a few events where, let's just say, business was being discussed. What kind of business, you ask? Well, rumors are swirling that Diddy was seeking advice from Kim about, yep, you guessed it, legal strategies. And who better to ask than someone who's built a whole career empire, huh?
Some sources claim that she allegedly acted as Diddy's assistant, helping him pay off victims and associates to keep things quiet.
But Kim's involvement wasn't exactly out of goodwill. The word on the street is that she has been trying to keep things under wraps, especially with everything going on in her own life. So we'll have to see how deep Kim is in this mess. Mind you, before Kim, Khloe's name was already being called in connection with the Diddy case. Number 3, enter Kanye West, the unexpected cameo. Just when you thought things couldn't get any weirder, boom, Kanye pops up. But trust me, he wasn't as bad of a guy as everyone thought. His name's there, but not because he was involved in keeping Diddy's ass safe from the law. In fact, he had been warning everyone about him, but no one took it seriously. Remember when he said they could control Beyonce and JayZ, but they couldn't control him?
They could control Charles Barkley. They could control LeBron James. They could control JayZ and Beyonce.
Not you, man.
But they can't control me. You see, it ain't no name I won't name.
Well, that should make sense now. Apparently he knew what was going on and never got caught up in any of it. Fans even speculate that when he infamously ruined Taylor Swift's award-winning moment, he was actually saving her. Diddy also only named the Kardashians to get bailed out, right? He never spoke about Kanye, so there has to be something even more sinister that Kanye knows. Guess every time we thought he was going crazy, he actually was just trying to tell us about the crazy stuff going on. Number 4, JayZ and Beyonce, friends or foes. Now, here's where things get even juicier. We all know Diddy and JayZ have had a friendly rivalry over the years, but lately it seems like Beyonce's hubby has been keeping his distance. Some insiders say it's because of Diddy's legal drama, while others hint that JayZ is actually supporting him behind the scene. And let me tell you what, Beyonce hasn't been too happy about it. Apparently, Queen Bee thinks getting involved in Diddy's drama could be bad for the Carter brand. Well, you can't blame her.
Okay, so we all know Queen Bee and Hav have been together forever, right? But let's break it down because Sis was 19 and Jay was 30 when they officially started dating.
It's like walking on a tightrope over a sea of paparazzi. But while that's one thing, we can't ignore the fact that this star couple was actually seen at many of Diddy parties. In fact, many social media users believe that they were involved in the murders of several celebs over the years. But for now, there's no substantial proof for that, and we'll just have to wait and watch. Number 5, Justin Bieber's involvement. Wait. Yes, you heard that right. Justin Bieber is involved too. But just like Kanye, he was never an accomplice. Instead, he's one of the victims. Yes, Diddy helped him with launching his first album, and even helped him further with his music career. But all of this was not free. Recently, some disturbing footage has resurfaced showing Diddy and Bieber together when he was just a kid.
They won't ever get this time back, and he won't allow any of the Diddy news to impact these special moments.
As it turns out, Justin had to spend 48 hours at Diddy's mansion, and yes, as usual, he got the guardianship of the kid before keeping him in the house. Another video shows him saying how they can't disclose what would happen in the 48 hours. Seriously? What was this guy thinking? Number 6, the surprise from 50 Cent. The drama gets even richer. 50 Cent, who is notorious for throwing shade at anyone at any time, has also not really been in favor of Diddy. Not really a shock, I know. These two have had a love-hate relationship for years, but it seems like 50 Cent is now clearing, showing the side he is on. Hate, I guess. Well, at least publicly. There are numerous video clips of him accusing Sean John Combs, including some very serious and horrific accusations. Apparently, he has also trolled Mr. Diddy for his arrest after his home raids. Classic 50. It's got fans wondering if he's just being who he is, or if he's just waiting for the perfect moment to drop a bigger bombshell on the fellow rap star. Number 7, Cassie's silent. Just when you thought things couldn't get any messier, Cassie came back into the picture. She was Diddy's ex-girlfriend who was by his side for years. Now, if you've been following celebrity gossip, you know that Diddy and Cassie's relationship was a roller coaster ride that lasted more than a decade. After their split, Cassie moved on and got married, but her name keeps popping up whenever Diddy's in the news. Well, her silence throughout this entire situation has been deafening. While everyone else has been making noise, Cassie has kept a low profile. And honestly, it's making people wonder if she knows something we don't.
How she was feeling about having that happen? Did you get a sense that this was the first time?
Some fans think she's got some receipts that could add even more drama to this story. But recent whispers have hinted that Cassie might have some untold stories about her time with Diddy, and she's allegedly been approached for interviews. Nothing confirmed yet, but if she decides to speak out, it could shake things up even more. After all, she's a victim of his violence as well. Some fans think she's better off staying quiet, while others are urging her to spill the tea. Either way, this whole situation is getting juicier by the minute, and we can't wait to see how it unfolds. Anyway, until she speaks out, it's all just speculation. Number 8, Snoop Dogg, the unexpected comedian. If there's anyone who can make light of a serious situation, it's Snoop Dogg, and that's exactly what he did. After the news broke out about Diddy's legal drama, Snoop posted a meme that had fans in stitches. It was classic Snoop, blunt, funny, and a little bit shady.
Looks like Gene wasn't much of a keeper, because now that he's no longer Diddy's bodyguard, he's more than willing to spill the beans about Diddy's deepest, darkest secrets.
But let's not forget that even Snoop was invited to a Diddy party, and he's said a lot about what happens in those parties, just not very openly. But people who read between the lines know what he was talking. So let's just say Snoop might have unintentionally added fuel to the fire. Number 9, Diddy's lavish lifestyle under scrutiny. Now, you know Diddy loves to show off his lavish lifestyle. We're talking yachts, private jets, and those extravagant parties that make the rest of us feel like we're missing out. But with all the recent drama, people have started questioning just how sustainable all of this is. Rumors have even started swirling that Diddy might be in some financial trouble,
including MTV's reality series, Making the Band. And with such massive success, he can now enjoy a very luxurious life.
Yep, you heard that right. Some insiders claim that those flashy purchases and over-the-top celebrations are a way to keep up appearances, but there might be more going on behind the scene. And with his legal troubles, it's possible he's trying to distract from some bigger issues. Either way, if you've seen any of the latest photos from his parties, they're still as wild as ever. Number 10, the return of Mace. Coming back to the celebrities involved, you must remember Mace. Yeah, we're taking it way back to the Bad Boy Records days. Mace was one of Diddy's most famous champs back in the 90s, but their relationship has always been, well, let's just say it's had its ups and downs.
Only to reignite his long-standing feud with Diddy shortly afterward.
But recently Mace made a surprise appearance at one of Diddy's events, and fans were left scratching their heads. Maybe this was a sign that they've buried the hatchet. Or perhaps Mace is just trying to capitalize on Diddy's new wave of publicity. We can't say for sure, but seeing them together after all these years was definitely shocking. And let's not forget, Mace has been pretty vocal about how he felt Diddy did him wrong in the past. In fact, he kind of predicted Diddy's downfall as well. Number 11, Diddy and the legal team. When it comes to legal battles, having the right team can make all the difference. And Diddy, he's got some of the best lawyers money can buy. But it looks like even the Dream Team might be struggling to keep up with all the drama. Recent reports suggest that Diddy has been having some heated discussions with his legal advisors, and apparently things aren't looking great. Some sources claim that Diddy's team is urging him to settle out of court, but we all know that Diddy likes to play things on his own terms. No one knows if he will listen to them, or will this turn into an even bigger mess. Stay tuned, because this saga is far from over. Number 12, Jennifer Lopez, the one that got away. Oh, we can't talk about Diddy without mentioning J-Lo. These two were the power couple of the early 2000s, and even though they've both moved on, their relationship is still the stuff of legend. Even after all the going on with Diddy, J-Lo seems to be still quite in love with Diddy. She never said anything negatively about him. Instead, she mentioned several times how he taught her so much. But with the lawsuits, people started speculating about whether there was still a spark between them, or if she'll stay away from the whole thing. Let's be real though, J-Lo's got enough on her plate with Ben Affleck, and Diddy's drama is probably the last thing she wants to get involved. It was still a nice little blast from the past, for fans who remember the days when these two were the ultimate it couple. Plus, it makes for a fun trip down memory lane. Number 13, Diddy's music empire. Amidst all the drama, the one thing that we cannot forget is Diddy's legacy in the music industry. From launching the careers of artists like the notorious B.I.G., Faith Evans, and even Mary J. Blige, to creating hits that still get us on the dance floor, Diddy's influence is undeniable. But with everything going on, people are starting to wonder if his empire is starting to crumble. Rumor has it that some of Diddy's artists have been quietly distancing themselves from him, and some new talents are even reconsidering signing with Bad Boy Records. If that's true, it could mean big trouble for Diddy's brand. After all, you can't run an empire if nobody wants to be a part of it. Number 14, Cardi B weighs in, another unexpected twist. Cardi B never shies away from giving her 2 cents, and this time was no different. During a recent interview, she was asked about Diddy's situation, and she had some choice of words. Cardi said something like, "Look, everyone's got drama, but if you can't handle your business, then maybe you shouldn't be in the business." Ouch. That's a little harsh, but it's also kind of fair. The clip quickly went viral, and fans started debating whether Cardi was being real or just looking for attention. Either way, it's clear that even fellow artists have opinions on what's going down with Diddy. And let's be honest, when Cardi talks, people listen. Number 15, the baby oil mystery. Now, hold on to your seats because this part of the story is downright bizarre. Amidst the legal drama surrounding the famous rapper, a curious piece of news has surfaced. A staggering 1,000 bottles of baby oil were reportedly discovered in his mansion. Yes, you heard that right. 1,000 bottles. Now, some are scratching their heads while others are raising their eyebrows, speculating about what the motive could possibly be. Was it a bizarre personal collection? Or was Diddy planning a unique party theme? The rumors are swirling. Some fans are even jokingly suggesting that he was preparing for the ultimate self-care day, while others are more concerned, linking it to the ongoing legal issue. His lawyer, however, stated that the rap mogul loves buying in bulk, and that's why he got all that baby oil from Costco. But here's the thing, Costco doesn't sell baby, so where did it come from and why? Number 16, the impact on Puff Daddy's business ventures. It's not just Diddy's music career that's being affected, but his other business ventures are feeling the heat too. From his vodka brand to his fashion lines, things are starting to slow down. Some reports even suggest that a few deals have been put on hold until Diddy's legal issues are sorted out. It's a classic case of when it rains, it pours. But if there's one thing Diddy has proven over the years, it's that he knows how to bounce back. The only thing in question right now is how long it will take for him to get things back on track. And can he do it without losing everything he's worked so hard for? Number 17, Drake, the ultimate shade thrower. Of course, we can't finish without talking about Drake. The king of subliminal shade didn't let this opportunity pass him by. During a recent concert, he performed a remix of one of his songs with a line that many fans interpreted as a dig at Diddy's situation. The line went something like, "You talk big, but your problem's even bigger." Whether it was an intentional jab or just a coincidence, it's clear that Drake knows how to make waves. And honestly, they all love a little bit of drama with their music. He has had his issues with Diddy, and well, it looks like Drake is enjoying it. Number 18. Drake and Diddy's past beef. Old wounds resurfacing. Talking about Drake throwing shade at Diddy, let's not forget that these two have history. Back in 2014, there was a reported scuffle between Drake and Diddy outside a club, allegedly over a beat that Diddy claimed Drake stole from him. It was a big deal at the time, and even though they patched things up at least on the surface, it seems like some old wounds are starting to reopen. With Drake making sly comments on stage, it's clear there's still some unresolved tension. And honestly, who doesn't love a good celebrity feud? It's like watching your favorite soap opera, but with way more money and a killer soundtrack. Number 19. Diddy and the Grammys. A love-hate relationship. Diddy has never been shy about his thoughts on the music industry, especially when it comes to award shows like the Grammys. He's been vocal about the lack of recognition for black artists and even called out the Grammys during an acceptance speech a few years back. But now, some people are bringing those comments back up, questioning whether Diddy was genuinely advocating for change or just trying to control the narrative. With all the recent backlash, some fans are saying that Diddy's past actions seem like a case of peak hypocrisy. Because considering all the news around him, people have started to wonder if he really wanted change, or was he just setting the stage for more power plays? It's a fair question, and with the Grammys coming up soon, all eyes will be on how Diddy handles things this time around. Fans have no idea if he will even be able to show up, or will he be conveniently busy dealing with his legal matters? Guess we'll only know when the time comes. Number 20. Rihanna's subtle shade. Rihanna doesn't usually get involved in other people's drama, but she does have a way of throwing shade that's both subtle and savage.
But the moment I walked into the office, the atmosphere was so warm and welcoming.
And you had to sing a cappella for him?
Yes, I had to sing. I sang Fun to Replay. I sang another ballad from the album last time.
Recently, during a Fenty Beauty event, she was asked about her thoughts on the music industry's biggest moguls, and her response was nothing short of shocking. She claimed that she has also been a victim of Mr. John Combs, but not in direct words. However, fans immediately started speculating that this was directed at Diddy, especially considering their past interactions. Of course, Rihanna didn't take names, but let's be real, she doesn't need to. If there's one thing she's a master at, it's making a statement without saying too much, and you can bet that the clip of her comment went viral faster than you can say, umbrella. Number 21, the paparazzi frenzy. It's not just social media buzzing about Diddy, but the paparazzi have also been following his and his family's every move. Whether they're stepping out of a club or trying to enjoy a low-key dinner, the cameras are there, and they're not missing a thing. Recently, Diddy was spotted leaving a meeting with his legal team, and the pictures quickly made headlines. He didn't look too happy, and that's putting it mildly, but honestly, you cannot blame him. With so much drama unfolding, it must be exhausting trying to keep everything together. Number 22, Aliyah's legacy and Diddy, how it still echoed. Let's take a moment to talk about the late, great Aliyah. She wasn't directly connected to Diddy in the way that other artists were, but her legacy still casts a shadow over the industry. After her tragic passing, there was a lot of talk about how the industry treats young female artists. And those conversations have been reignited recently with all the controversies surrounding Diddy and his business practice. Some fans have pointed out that the way Diddy managed, or mismanaged, some of his female artists is reminiscent of the issues Aliyah's family raised about industry power dynamics. It's a sad but important reminder that even as we enjoy the music, we need to be aware of what's happening behind the scene. Number 23, the Bad Boy Reunion. Let's talk about the Bad Boy Family Reunion Tour. It was supposed to be this grand celebration of Diddy's empire and the artists who helped build it. But now, with all these legal issues and past grudges coming to light, people are starting to wonder if that reunion was just a way to gloss over some very real problem. Several artists who were part of the tour, like Faith Evans and Lil' Kim, have been asked about Diddy's situation, and they've mostly chosen to stay shut. The reason to this could be that they still have love for Diddy, or maybe they are just trying to avoid getting dragged into the drama. Either way, the nostalgic vibes from the reunion tour now have a different tone, making us question just how family that Bad Boy family really is. Number 24, the future of Bad Boy Records. What happens next? Let's forget about the reunion and let's talk about what all of this means for the future of Bad Boy Records. The label that once dominated the charts is now facing an uncertain future. Diddy's legal issues, combined with the changing landscape of the music industry, have put the label in a tough spot. Fans are starting to ask whether Bad Boy can survive without Diddy at the helm, and if not, what does that mean for the artists still signed to the label? It's a big question, and one that doesn't have an easy answer. But if there is one thing that everyone is kinda sure about, it's that Diddy has a way of bouncing back from even the toughest situation. So let's see if he finds a way to navigate this storm. Or perhaps this is the beginning of the end for the Bad Boy era. Only time will tell, but one thing's a must. We'll be watching every step of the way. Number 25. What's next for Diddy? As we wrap up, the big uncertainty that remains is no one knows what's next for the American rapper. We are not sure if he will come out on top, or will this be the beginning of a bigger scandal. But fans are somehow confident because apparently, Diddy always has a plan. Whether it's about making a comeback or just managing to stay relevant, he's a master at playing the game. For now, all eyes are on him and the people around him. And who knows, maybe there's another twist in this saga just around the corner. Number 26, a message from Diddy clearing the air. Diddy is finally here to clear the air, or maybe just try to. Anyway, Diddy finally broke his silence with a post on Instagram where he addressed the situation. He said, "I've been through a lot, and I'm still standing. I appreciate the support from my fans and everyone who knows the real me. We'll get through this." It was a short and sweet message, but it left a lot of questions unanswered. Only time will tell the next chapter of Diddy's story. But one thing's for sure, this story isn't over yet.